Hello guys, I'm Lamas. Once again, 6th class. I'll be talking about the book named Rabbit Hole by Marvin Williams. The genres of the book are crime and thriller. The story is being told from the point of view of Alice, who is the protagonist of the book. The antagonist is Malaika because she's the anonymous murderer. So basically, the story is about Alice, who is an Alex police officer that does not work in the police anymore because she suffers from PTSD. Alice is sent to Fleetwood, which is a mental hospital, to treat her PTSD. The time of my period of my novel is after the COVID-19 pandemic. Watching Sanders, she's surrounded by a fight that nobody knows why occurred. After a few days, Kevin, a patient, died. The police arrive at the scene and Alice tells them she can help, but they just ignore her. Alice decides to investigate the case on her own, calls her ex-boss at the police station named Baskin, who is a minor character, to help her with the police are talking about the case. During stay at Fleetwood, Dr. Bansky, who is a minor character, recommends her to connect with some patients like Elias, Robert, Sean, Tony, Lucy, and Lauren, who are major characters. Alice then suspects Debbie, who is a minor character and works at Fleetwood, and starts interrogating her for a long period of time. Debbie truly tells her that she will not keep Kevin because she connected with him severely, but Alice does not believe her. The next day in the rescue, Debbie is killed and Alice rapidly tries to save her without success. The police arrive and they see Alice full of blood. They interrogate her, and Alice tells them that she just saw the body there. After leaving the police, she's sent back to Fleetwood. For 7 days, she connects more with her friends by playing Jenga, watching TV shows, and navigating through the internet. The next day, she talks with one of the workers named Malaika, a major character, and gives Sally some secret because she does heroin, which leads them to becoming more close friends. A day after, Alice has Marcus, a major character who works in a mental hospital, to smoke outside, and after going outside, she sees an anonymous person raining through her. Alice rapidly escapes from Fleetwood and goes to a near cafeteria near the highway, where she talks with Sylvie, who is the owner of the cafeteria, and tells her about her problem. Sylvie comforts Alice by telling her everything is going to be okay. Then the police arrive at the cafeteria and tell Alice to evacuate the place. She then returns to Fleetwood with Alice, decides to Devin she killed David because she killed Kevin. She wanted some justice to be served. The police rapidly negates her declaration by telling her that Alice is linked to Malika in the murder of Kevin and David because she wanted drugs that Kevin and David possessed of. Alice then is calm and waits until her stay in Fleetwood, so after leaving she hangs out daily with Lucy and Elias, who change for the better by behaving better and making them notice that their actions were hurting their families. Alice is now happy for every day of her life and her PTSD is eradicated. Finally, Bansky sends her an email to confess that she was never a police officer, and he was the partner of John and not her, and that his death caused her PTSD, which hurted the people around her. The major conflict felt moved along the story by Alice trying her best every day to find information and clues about the death of Debbie and Kevin by giving the character personal mission. Even though Alice is no longer on the force, the murder gives her a reason to use her old skills and start investigating. Overall, the main conflict of the story was trying to find who killed Kevin and Debbie. I was satisfied with the resolution because all the hardship Alice faced before are recompensated by Alice is living happily, living outside of a mental hospital and spending time with Elias and Lucy. The conflict was resolved by police analyzing the fingerprints of the knife that killed Debbie, which led to the arrest of Malek as the murderer. My favorite scene in the novel is when the police are interrogating Alice when she finds Debbie's body and she shows the blood in her hands to the police officer. My least favorite scene in the novel is when Alice describes the shape of the blood on Debbie's body. This is my least favorite scene because I can already imagine the blood scattered all around Debbie's body without Alice directly telling me. My least favorite scene adds to the plot of my novel by making the reader use imagination in order to imagine Debbie's body. If I were the publisher, I would remove the scene because the reader can already imagine the way Debbie's body would look. Overall, in the story, my favorite character is Alice, the protagonist, because she's sarcastic and acts like me. The novel was non-linear. In some chapters, the story is entirely about flashback that Alex experienced. A change I would do, as Kevin said, I would have kept him alive so we got more character development. A character I can relate to is Tony because he fears anything, and depending on the situation, I could be easily be scared. Overall, I really like this because of its humorous side and talks about what many people with PTSD suffer each day. I recommend this book to people who want to have a fun time while reading an interesting book.